before the main feature, a quick word from my sponsor, Viagra. Viagra will help provide and maintain erections during intercourse. As you can see, this is a really good link to wild camping and hiking and survival, because we need to erect our shelters and tents. Therefore, the sponsor Viagra contacted me thinking that all my subscribers would be interested in Viagra. Viagra is available from all well-known pharmacies and will be able to help with all those erections, like tent erection. You see, see the link? It was used. I mean, when they contacted me, I understood why they contacted me, or maybe they just thought we're a bunch of sad bastards. I don't know. But anyway, I saw the link, and Viagra's really interesting for wild camping and survival and hiking, and just for my subscribers. There's no discount, and they didn't even send me a full packet. It's empty. They didn't even send me any. I think they just wanted free advertising. No cam shops want to send me stuff. Why am I getting like a pile cream and empty boxes of Viagra and stuff like that? Does nobody take me serious? All the other guys get camping gear, DDD hammocks, you know. Send me some stuff. I'll tell everyone how brilliant you are. I mean, I'll sell out. I don't care. You know, Gerber, just send me stuff. I'm cheap. You know, I'll tell my subscribers anything you want me to tell you. You know, I've got no scruples or morals. I just want free kit. You know, Decathlon's not sent me anything yet. I put all this work in and put all these videos, and no one sends me anything. Yeah, nobody even mentions me. Anyway, back to the main feature. Bye. Hi YouTubers, and this video is all about the British Army 24-hour ration pack. All that food, all that goodness, and all that weight as well. So, what do you get in the box? See you right after the trailers. So the first thing you notice is actually how heavy the gear is. So if I was out hiking, my whole pack probably wouldn't weigh that. So one of the things to bear in mind, that if you are buying these from eBay to go hiking, even wild camping, you know, add that and then 4 cans of lager and a bottle of wine and the whiskey that us wild campers normally take out with us, there's a lot of weight. So, you know, and they're expensive. eBay, they're about £15. I'm not seeing it cheaper than that. £14 to £15 on eBay. That's quite expensive, you know. So bear that in mind if you are going on eBay to hunt them and buy them. And also don't forget that purchasing them or selling them or dealing in them, unless, and I'll read this very carefully because it's illegal speak, unless, as otherwise directed by the MOD, this ration pack and its contents remains the property of the MOD. Any unauthorised sale, dealing or other use inconsistent with the MOD's properties right is prohibited and may constitute in a criminal offence. Ooh. Well, I've served, and I think the army deserves to leave me a 24-hour ration pack. But anyway, that's a point to note. Let's go and see what's inside the box. Have you seen how much food you get in these 24-hour ration packs? No wonder all our soldiers are obese. Anyway, I've had a quick go through, and I did an unbox, but I thought we'd go through it in detail. So, you know, you've got all these are your fruit flavoured drinks. They taste absolutely rank, but their idea is to get rid of the taste and the flavour of the water purification tablets. So they taste worse than the purification tablets, but, you know, it's better than nothing. So we've got drinks. You know, here's your cola flavoured drink, which again just doesn't taste anything like cola, but it gets rid of the taste of water. The best thing here is another one. These is a Tutti Frutti flavoured drink. They're all okay. They're powdered drinks. They're quite heavy, but they're designed purely to get rid of the purifier. So you get 3 of these. Now, bear in mind, you need to add about 250 mils of water. I never take these out with me. Whenever I was in the army, these used to just be left back in camp. I don't see any reason of using them. You'd use a whole bottle of water to make one of these drinks and they taste rank. So I normally take these out and not actually take them. I love the fact that they now provide non-alcoholic hand wipes. Again, these are useful. I normally take these out the box as well and pack them somewhere else because you can never have too many of hand wipes. Biscuits brown. These things will last the nuclear war. So useful for some of the pastes, etc. So it's a nice little lunch. Again, I'll take that out, maybe put that elsewhere, but I definitely take these and these sesame seed bars. Again, very useful for lunch. And then they also give a bit of fruit explosion, which is very useful to keep our vitamin C's up and make sure none of us kind of die of scurvies. With the biscuits brown, you've got some smooth peanut butter. So, you know, there's a nice little lunch there. And then also here you've got some date and banana bar. And so all that, quite a lot of lunch there for you. And these energy flavoured drinks, again, I probably wouldn't take these. I prefer the little sachets of syrup. They're small, they're a nice little shot, and they don't require any water. So I probably wouldn't take these either. The hot chocolate drink. Now, I'm sure the British Army used to put crack cocaine in their hot chocolate. It tastes so nice. It's amazing. Definitely a keeper. This would always go with me and go into my pack, and I'd have that just before I go to bed. Your trail mix, some nuts and fruit. Again, very useful for lunch. They even throw in a little plastic spork, which is kind of useful because it's long, but I also have my own titanium one. So I'd keep it because it's light as anything, fits down the size of my pack, and it's kind of useful. I should also mention that all the sunnies come in to a clear Ziploc bag, and what that's designed to do, I also use this as my rubbish, but I put whatever I'm taking with me for the evening into this bag, and the rest of it I would leave behind. So tons of sugar and creamer for your coffee. I drink mine white and I don't take any. I'd probably take the sugar, but there's your coffee. 2 tea bags because the British Army marches on their tea, and some coffee. Useful to have, but I have my own little brew kit which I subsidise with Ration Pack stuff. So again, very useful to put in your brew kit. And as you see, tons of sugar. Instead of toilet roll, they give these little packs of tissue paper now, which is kind of useful, I guess, but I think it's more for when soldiers are crying and sobbing for their mum, so it's quite useful to give them something to kind of wipe their eyes with. But, you know, again, if you don't want to pack a toilet roll with you, then these are quite useful little handy wipes. And if you ate all this Ration Pack, you probably wouldn't be having a lot of shits anyway. So, again, useful to have. Little bottle of Tabasco sauce. These are cute as anything. But, I mean, they're glass and quite heavy. So, again, I prefer the little sachets of hot sauce. Well, I would actually normally leave this behind. It's a lot of weight for what it actually is. These ration packs are built and designed purely for high calorific food. So you've got your tuna and mayonnaise. You've got your chicken, sausage and beans, which is your main meal. Your sticky toffee pudding. Your steak, vegetables and dumplings. Now these are quite hefty. I think one of the points I made on one of my other videos is for wild camping, these aren't too bad. And you know, I would probably get 2 nights out of that because I wouldn't take this amount of food. If I ate all of this, it's like something like 4,500 calories, which is way too much for an average wild camp or a hike. If I'm hiking, I wouldn't take it, it's too heavy. I prefer dry food for hiking, but for wild camping and if I'm doing any kind of bushcrafting, if I'm going to build a fire, I normally prefer to make a steak or bacon. I'll take fresh rations. So this is all right if I'm doing a quick kind of secret camp, get back out again, because they all fit and boil really well in my jet boil. And you've got, you know, Thai chicken soup, a mild spicy soup with coconut, chicken and brown rice. Again, there's a lot of food in there, but also a lot of weight. And if my scales worked, I'll tell you exactly. You also get your standard stereotype tablets, some matches, and these little kind of strong mints, because you don't want to have bad breath while you're in your trenches and approaching the army. And this is the thing I love the most. They even give you a little kind of survey, so while you're sat in your trench, pissed wet through, cold, hacked off, wish you were a civilian, you could fill your little survey in and hand it to the Sergeant Major, who would make sure that it got to the right people, and you could explain to them your views on the ration pack. As you can see, British Army ration packs have gone a long way over a period of time. So there you go, as I'd said, I'd open the 24-hour ration pack at a base or at home. I'd take out what I'd actually need and put it into the Ziploc bag. And that's probably all I would take out of the bag for an overnighter wild camp. And we'll go over that over another time, maybe when I go out, and I'll show you what I've taken out on a wild camp. So there's a 24-hour ration pack from the British Army. Is it any good for wild camping? There's a lot of conversations about these on the internet and different views. Yes, they're expensive. They're about £15 to £20 if you order them off eBay. You see you get a lot of food, and actually more than I would need to take out with me. So when I'm actually packing for a wild camp and I'm going to the supermarket, I wouldn't spend anywhere near on £15 on food. I'd probably take a couple of pot noodles, maybe a tin or something, and the rest of that would probably go on booze. Actually, no, I'd probably spend more than £15, but I'm not counting booze. You know, obviously you have a bottle of wine, a few beers, maybe a bottle of whiskey. Listen, I don't want people thinking I'm an alcoholic or anything, but you know, it's money spent on booze. So, you know, this is all the stuff that I've left behind. So for me, ration packs and army ration packs are no good for me from a wild camping or even a hiking point of view. If you're a prepper, this box here will last till about May 2020. I think it's a sell-by date. So it's only got another year on the actual sell-by date. So would I buy a whole box of about 100 quid's worth and stock it into my cupboard? Probably not. So I don't think it's worth the money. I don't think it's a value. I wouldn't recommend people going out and buying them and using them for wild camping. There's a lot better options out there. And if you watch my video on things to take wild camping, then there's a section on there on food. So check that out if you're interested. And it covers what I normally take wild camping. So as an interesting factor, there you are. And I have got a few other ration packs being sent to me for reviews. They're fascinating to look at, and they're great for an overnighter if I'm going local or car camping, and that tends to be where I use most of these army rations. If I'm going car camping, I'm taking a lot of equipment with me, then I will take a whole set of these. And yeah, especially if I'm going with other people, there's bits in here that people can pick at and enjoy over an evening. But normally I'd pop into supermarkets and just buy the food from the shops. So I hope you found it useful. If you have, then subscribe, check, like, comment. And if there's any other ration packs or any countries you want me to cover, then give me a shout. I am going to take some of this food out with me next time I go out and try it. But for me personally, the weight, it's not worth it if I'm going for a long distance. And that's what I'm training for, is getting my weight down. So it's not lightweight. It's highly calorific. So that's why it could, but I'm trying to lose weight, so it's no good for me. As a single guy living on my own, it's useful to have if ever I run out of anything, and it wouldn't be the first time that I've gone and opened one of these ration packs for my dinner, which is really sad, I know. Anyway, latest YouTubers, thanks a lot for subscribing.